Hello friends, and welcome to a June update. So I'm going to start my June update with what I coloured in May. Well, let's go through it. Let's start with Tiny Tales Volume 3. And I coloured a monster, Friday's monster. Learn to fly, to chase the birds around the sky. And there it is in all of its multicoloured glory. Having fun with the birds who don't seem to want to be friends with it. And this little crazy monster bug down here. I did use my Artex pastels set and my Artex colour pencil set because I saw them sitting there and I thought those would be fun to play with this picture with. Well, that's my Tiny Tales 3. What else did we colour from Tiny Tales 3? We've coloured this in the past. That's Tiny Tales 3. Let's move on to Asleep. We coloured from Asleep and we coloured these little guys. Llama Pajamas is the name of this illustration. And these two guys have fallen asleep leaning against each other, even though it's a sunshiny, beautiful day and there's love in the air. And of course, we focused on their pajamas in these beautiful, vibrant colours. And that's what we did from Asleep. And we also coloured, by popular demand, from Night Garden. And it was this page, a Jungle Nights page, which was epic. A full page bleeding off the edges. And we have all these little creatures hiding in the jungle and in the trees above. And our hero character, Lion, sort of peering at us. We focused on getting the dark colours in the background so that all of the foliage and the flowers would be vibrant against that darkness. And a nice sky with a glowing moon because it's the night, Jungle Nights. And a beak on this bird I think is my favourite thing. Well, that was Jungle Nights. We have coloured a couple of other ones from this book in the past. We've coloured Cherry Blossoms and we've coloured Elven Home. And we have colour alongs for all of those on the YouTube channel. It was fun to do this one because you guys wanted it. All right, let's keep moving. We've also coloured from my new book, Fan Favourites, the Fan Favourites colouring book. And because it was May, we did a mermaid. This one's called I Met a Mermaid. Pirate is obviously fallen in love and jumped into the ocean. He's happy because there's a beautiful mermaid and there's a chest full of treasure. Although there are skulls around the treasure, so I think he needs to be careful. But everyone's happy. Crabs are happy, the fish is happy, the sun's happy. A little bit of a simpler colour along page from this book, but no less fun for that. I Met a Mermaid, Pirates and Mermaids from Fan Favourites. Well, that is what we coloured in May. Let's move on now to what I'm going to colour in June. And of course, I'm going to stick with Fan Favourites. We've got this page, Larry live at the Fallen Crown. We've got this little guy, Larry, who I've drawn in different books in the past. Favourite character of mine, and here he is playing a cello, smoking a cigar, and he's sitting within the Fallen Crown to his audience with the vines growing around it and his cool motorbike in the background. So it's fun. It's got everything you need. It's got flowers, it's got a motorbike, it's got characters that are cute and the sunset. It's got a mushroom even, mushroom house. So that will be a joy to colour. And what else do we have coming towards us in June? Well, the reason we picked all of these illustrations is because it's World Environment Day. It's also World Ocean Day. So we picked all of our things to align with that. And of course, this is an ocean and an environment called Island Home, which is from Fantasy Tiny Homes. And it's sort of a world in a capsule. I thought it'd be great and a challenge to work out the colours in this ocean, sort of looking at a little three-dimensional world. So there he is, Island Home. And because I'm from Australia, I sort of live in an island home. It's a big island, no doubt, but there we have it. All right, what else? We are colouring from Awake and colouring these little guys. Bachelor pads, morning routine. We have our two little bachelors on their pads. This guy's stretching, this guy's having a cup of coffee and maybe breakfast. Once again, an environment-inspired illustration. And these happy little guys are going to be a lot of fun to colour. And I cannot wait. And I'm going to pull out Tiny Tales Volume 3 again for our final colour along in June. And because tigers are endangered, we're going for a tiger page. Also, I've coloured a monster page and I've coloured an elephant page. So we have our little friend who's been invited to lunch at 11 a.m, being escorted there by this happy tiger. And these guys look very excited to meet her for lunch. But there doesn't seem to be anything on the table, so I think she needs to be very concerned. Thankfully, she's dressed as a tiger to confuse the issue. So that is what we are colouring in June. Right, let's talk, people, about a journey that we're going to begin. I thought we could begin it together. All right, guys, let's talk about a journey we're going to begin This is our fan favourites colouring book. This is the paperback version that you all know and love. Duplicates in the back, 25 illos in the front. A lot of fun. Easily available all over the world through Amazon. Now I wanted to look at, once again due to popular demand, giving you something different. Now this is a sample I've had printed. It's a different size. This is A4 page size rather than US letter page size, so you can see it's a little bit different in shape. This is a test sample, and I have printed it on thick paper. There's beautiful thick paper. It's got a little bit of tooth to it, and I've been testing it out with, these are polychromos. This is my polychromos page, and I've also tested it out with markers, and it works, and it's really beautiful, and I'm excited. Now I printed this in Australia, and I could print this tomorrow and make it available. Now, my problem is, the pros are, it's a fun book, it's beautiful paper. I was wondering whether I could do it double-sided, but the markers do bleed through, so I'll probably stick with the single-sided. The problem is, the cons are that getting it to anywhere in the world other than Australia is going to cost like 30 Australian dollars minimum, which is probably quite expensive, and it's going to take a long time to get to you, weeks. It's going to take weeks to get to you. So I wasn't sure that that was a good solution. So what we're doing is we're talking to a couple of different printers in the US, and we're getting samples sent from them to see what sort of paper they've got, and if we can print in the US and deliver from the US, which makes it much easier to get to everywhere in the US and in Europe without having massive courier costs, because Australia is a long way from everywhere. This is the beginning of the journey, so let me know what you think. Let me know what you'd like to see. Do you like a paperback with nice thick paper? Do you want to see it in a US letter size? Do you want to see an A4 size? Let me know. Let me know what you'd like to see in our colouring books. We are thinking of also removing the duplicates and just having more illustrations in the book. We are still thinking of doing it single-sided pages. All of these things are up in the air, and we are trying to find our way through to giving you a colouring experience which not only has awesome illustrations but awesome paper, which I think is very exciting. So we'll keep you in touch with that journey as we move along it, and we'd love to include you in that journey and hear your feedback and what you think. So let us know, talk to us in the comments below as we move into the new RJ Hampson world of awesomeness. I'm looking forward to it, and I can't wait to see what happens and where we end up. Well guys, that's the end of my update. Some exciting news, things I coloured, things I'm going to colour, and news of the future and where we want to head. So thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. And for now, I'm going to say goodbye, but I shall no doubt see you in another video. See you later, guys.